Okay, so they all went out except for Tucker, but he goes out in a little bit. He won't go out right. Good girl, Luna. Mom, come back here, sit by Benny. Maybe I'll come sit by you. Come here, Benny. Come here. No. Get back there with the old lady. It's rude. Go ahead, Ma. Stanley, where are you going? Now you're going to sit down right here. I'm going to close this. I'm going to do a talk. Okay, go ahead. Come on, Benny. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come on, good dog. You're not falling down, are you? Good. No falling down on ladies. I didn't get mouthwash today because I didn't go anywhere. We have enough for tonight. Wash your butt. Did Luna take your chair already? Yep, she already got your chair. Luna, easy pissiness. Pissiness. She's so pissiness. A moody old lady. That's how I know. Here. Relax. Relax. Artie, don't stand there, please. There's like one place that you annoy her. It's like a Rube Goldberg of annoyance. Mom, have a seat right over there. Luna's sitting in your chair. Sit by Benny. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, alright? You warm enough? You need a pillow to sit on? Your little bony little old lady ass? Get up and stand up. Okay, just grab my arm. Pull. Alright, go ahead and have a seat. Better? Mm-hmm. Tucker, please do not start with the crying. Please. I implore you. You are okay, my love nugget. Earnestly. You're okay, my little golden nugget of love. I think things are okay. Artie, please do not stand right there. I don't want to listen to Luna be annoyed with your existence. Go. Good boy. Good boy. Just relax. They're like, the moon's in Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. All this shit is in Pisces. Who the fuck is relaxing? I gotta go find my headphones. Clarity's kind of out the window. I wonder how people that are Pisces sun are feeling. People are definitely feeling active.
They're feeling active.
They're definitely energized. People are definitely energized. I just kind of want to sleep myself. Tucker, where are you going? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I gotta take Tucker out. Stop it! Enough! Ah! I'll be right back. People give too much credit to intelligence artificial. It's made by people. It ain't how intelligent is it gonna be when it's made by the human race that's been slowed to the freaking stroll? Come on, little dog. Good boy. You walk around. going down. It's going down. Ken says it's going down. Lots of people are saying it's going down.
It's going down.
Society, the collapse, governments, geography's changing, globes changing. They got to do it every now and again so they can, reprint new globes. It's all for the printing press. Ever since the printing press, man, everything went all crazy. Oh, I gotta get situated. I'm gonna take a minute. Tucker did a little walk around. He's a little old guy, so it takes him a little longer to walk around. Then he starts doing the stand around, and then I'm like, no, no. It's not the stand around, it's the walk around. You can go stand around inside, sweet boy. My little golden nugget. Alright, you got water, Ma? Is anybody around? I don't know if anybody's around. Just sit right there. Where are you going? Sit right there. People give intelligence artificial too much credit, that's for sure. Perception is reality. Tig Leffler used to say that. A boss that I had at Westcorp, he sucked. He was a shitty boss. Perception is reality!
Perception is reality, that's it? Sure it's pretty. I'm going to talk. I'm talking to my laptop. The laptop.
He used to say perception is reality, perception is reality, perception is reality, and I just thought that was such a weird thing to say, because it's just like hijacking, because perception can be altered. People can set up stages and props and this and that, all this stuff. So then, that was like a seed that was planted, that reality is made. It's derived based on whoever's has something to gain from altering it. Come on, one up here. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I want you guys to settle down, because I can't do what I want to do until you get to where you want to be. Yeah, that's what my life is. So please, by all means, get comfortable. So comfortable. As fast as you can. Thank you. Good girl, Luna. I'm going to turn the fan over here and do that. So how are people doing with the time change? I can't wait till they do away with it, man. They've messed up with people's internal clocks so much for all of his. That's more manipulation. More people that are just trying to make it, for their benefit. Tuck, you need a pillow? Oh, you ate, huh? You had fish sticks, huh? I didn't go nowhere today. I keep thinking about if I go to this meeting tomorrow. Good boy, Tuck.
The meeting?
There's a meeting with the mayor.
Oh, with the mayor.
The mayor is having an open forum, and I thought I would go down and introduce myself to the community.
Oh, nice.
and present an open dialogue if they're so earnestly yearning for ideas to enhance the community. I got plenty of them. I got so many of them. We'll just see if they're really about the community. Because if that costs too much bullshit, I'm gonna remind them about their little pet project. That's the thumbnail of the video that I have for today's talk. They spent $5 million on that.
5 million?
They hired a construction company, I believe, out of Farmington. Like, they outsourced everything. It's just bullshit. So people can come look at people's zoo. You know. Well, the mayor is an economics teacher, so he knows all about stroking the economy. I don't give a fuck about stroking the economy. The economy's tanked, dude. There's so much shit going down. Ken's like, everybody knows it, like astrologers, all these different forecasts. It's like, I know that crypto shit's doing good, like it's hitting 70K, but that's just a group of people that have this karmic attachment to that storyline. What most of us regular people, we're just trying to be able to buy fucking eggs and shit. I'm trying to figure out how to cut this out and cut that out, because you really come to terms with wants and needs when times get, troubling. But me and Mom, we're great at surviving. We're real good at surviving. We've been surviving for our whole entire fucking life. Mom's been surviving since they put her in the Indian school, the boarding school back in the 1950s. And then she survived life with her adoptive parents. Then she survived after she turned 18 with not having a whole lot of skills, and they gave her a suitcase and kicked her out. Huh. Rude? Like, didn't offer for college or nothing, huh? Just rude. You're on your own. And I bet you they got a paycheck for them adopting you, because you're a little Native American baby. They got paid extra. They took her out of her family and then paid themselves, just like the government does. I know full well what this government is. I've been speaking out against it my whole life. Because the deck is stacked. Huh, Mom?
Yeah.
Bunch of cheaters. Bunch of dudes, who tell themselves how important they are. Because of how what power they have, how they use it to cause harm to people. It's pretty gross. But it's the bro club. It's the brotherhood. And there ain't no brotherhood on this planet that has ever done me any favors. So, all of them. Every fraternal brotherhood of suck my middle finger. Suck it. All your brotherhoods. All the police that, exist where all the crime exists. And, I got an email today. It was a trip. Luna's just gonna growl. It's just gonna be how it is. Did I delete it? I can't find it. Damn it. I don't... It was a place with, that had Reynolds here in Taos, where I live. So there are places to live. And I'm seeing more of these places. The thing of it is these places that they have for rent, they're like $3,000 a month. So the gentrification is alive and well here in Taos because it's not for just regular. It's not. They don't care about just regular people. Like, you have to have six figures in order for anybody in this community to give a shit about you. Like, you gotta go to the ski valley and you gotta freaking rent the ski. No, people that travel from all over the world, they don't rent skis, they bring their own shit. And then you gotta go down their hill and you gotta rent their Airbnbs and you gotta do all it, and it's like that in every community. I understand that I called this gentrification in Taos, but it's all over every place. It's freaking people that are a-holes that are just, decide who they are going to... My grandmother was one of those people. She was a real estate agent in Atascadero. She decided, I'm sorry, you don't qualify. It's because for some reason she and her friends didn't like those people and didn't want them in their community. Communities have been set up for all time. It's only been by the grace of God that we were interjected here in Taos. Because I'm a divine being and I follow my heart. And we found rentals from Salem, Oregon in Taos. And then ended up in Flagstaff, and then and then had to leave there, and then through YouTube videos found the same rental in Taos that was previously mentioned before we had to leave Salem but needed to go. I mean, our story is just so miraculous. And then we end up here, seconds and inches, just stepping stones, just taking risk and faith. Oh, there's an ad, I better go check it out. Oh, here's, I'm looking at bulletin boards. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that. It leads me from one thing to another. Only to find out Mom was born here. I mean, my DNA is screaming. Marge, you gotta at least invoke thoughts, provoke provocation of thought. At least give them shit to think about. They might not like what I have to say and the things that I have to offer. They will know that there are different perspectives out there. See, because that is why I'm a threat to a lot of these people, because I have been at the bottom. We were so poor. Nobody did us any favors. $55 a month for food stamps for me and Mom and Jerry. And I had like special diet stuff, and I remember that there's a letter from Dr. Gill around here somewhere, asking for $10 extra a month so you could buy fruits because all the stuff that's good for you cost extra. And then but a lot of this stuff was important and it needed to happen because I got to learn about health when I was younger and the importance of not eating sugars and all that. Now the whole world, all these people are boycotting Kellogg. I'm like, I ain't been eating Kellogg this whole time. So it's like society is going to wake up to all the entities that are gross and suck, and they're going to start boycotting this. And I'm like, dude, this is shit I cut out a long time ago. So welcome. Welcome. It's really cool to see people teaching people how to, make cereal and shit like that, I've been talking about getting back to grassroots for a long time. And now I'm seeing, I saw a notice for one count or some city in New Mexico someplace that they're going to be closed for 2 days because they're switching over their billing system. And I'm like, okay, here we go. We're in it. It's and the folks that don't know how to adapt to change, that have made their life just how they want it, and, they get to freaking wake up and do everything at the same time and without, and if there's some kind of hiccup or inconvenience, someone will be there to bail them. I mean, all this stuff is changing. The planet is she's rebirthing into the next version of herself. So the rest of us on it, everything on it are. Either you're gonna birth yourself into a better version of who you are, or something. Yuck. We all got free will to choose. It's so funny. It's like because the weather's it snowed yesterday, but it melted pretty much. By noon it was gone, and so the weather's nice. So people are starting to get out, and it's like, dude, people misconstrued, man. They think they're bears and that they were supposed to hibernate and like eat all the stuff. Because I'm surrounded by these dudes that like. Don't do much more than stuff that they want to do. And exercising isn't shit that they want to do. And so, like, I mean, I haven't seen a couple of these guys in, like, 3 weeks, a while. It's been a while since I've, like, seen them, And it's just more heart attacks waiting to happen. It's like, dude, like, how, like, I always understood food was fuel, right? And you're supposed to eat as much as you plan on burning, right? Like if you're going to run a race, you eat a bunch of noodles, carb load. If you're going to go out and do, and you got to be... I used to eat oatmeal every morning because I worked on the flight line. It was cold as fuck on the flight line at Offutt Air Force Base. I layer up and stuff like that. But man, it's still... I'm like, dude, cold like this, nobody should be out in this shit. It's fucking mean, man. My hair would freeze, my face would hurt. This shit was mean. They always put me in the truck. And now more and more people are gonna get to have these experiences, So we're gonna have to come together and whether it don't matter if we like each other. That's the thing, man. People think that they gotta like each other in order to work with one another. That is the dumb, like, I gotta agree with this human being in 100% in every way or disregard anything that they have to say. That stuff's stupid, man. I remember I had to go to Airman Leadership School. It's a 5-week intensive leadership course in the Air Force, and I'm like, why do I gotta do this shit? I'm done with my 6. I ain't re-enlisting for this shit. You people fucking have me be a part of killing people in places we have no business being in. And but that had to happen too, so I could quickly so I could put together all the shit that these vets from previous military engagement eras were saying. It wouldn't have made sense with me. All the stuff that they said wouldn't have made sense to me. The stuff that they said wouldn't have clicked in my head hadn't I had my own experience. Did I put those away? I kept a couple of them out. I wonder if they're over here. Damn it. And now they're trying to get people roped into the next bullshit military engagement, and it's so ridiculous. It's all like, okay, let me explain to folks my interpretation of the stuff that's going on in New York City. Okay, I bought my house in 2008 when 2331 I lived in Benson in Omaha, a little up and coming hipster, artsy bars everywhere shit, trendy shit. And I remember talking to my brother because stuff would happen and he'd be the first person I talk about because he's well, he's my brother. I mean, I don't know, but I always liked how his brain worked. He's a Virgo, and August 24th. And so first Virgo, most Virgo, I guess. Concentrated Virgo? Fuck. I don't know. Anyway, And I remember it reading in an article, or maybe, yeah, it was like 2008, 2009. I worked at Creighton. I just got my I was working at Creighton Radiology. I just bought my house, and then, like, I was in IT. I always got my work done, everything like that. Where I'm always watching news. I've been tracking news for a long time because it's just client. It's just to me. It's just collect data points, collecting data from all kinds of different data points, and I said I came across this excerpt today, something about them making it legal for any emergency police, any authority, anybody that like vests themselves as any kind of authority, that within, I think, I don't know how many, I can't remember what it was, like a block or something, like, within a train state, within a train, it's part of some sort of bullshit terrorist that they can look, they can search people's persons, how, like, and you don't need a warrant. I said, now I said, this poses like, there's a lot of things that I see wrong with this, and he, and his answer to these things, when he said, because my brother is an Army JAG officer, and he works for the state of California, and he was a programmer for the state of California. So he's been in a lot of different facets and different areas, and he's a smart guy. And he would always put any. But what I come to find out, as I got older, is that he would gaslight the shit out of me in my life, and because he was my brother, and I had these, false pretenses of loyalty based on nothing earned, and he would say things like, "It's political posturing." And that is actually the premise, the beginning of when I started coming to the conclusions that the whole legal system, the whole judicial system, all of it, all of the sports, all the entertainment, all of it is written by somebody. It's all scripted, And they make us write the script with the whole ideology of perception as reality in media. That's why I was like, so downtrodden. I was broken for a little while. I didn't let it like ruin me or anything like a lot of these like veterans do, because I didn't keep doing, once I found out what war is really about and stuff like that. I didn't keep doing the things. I didn't keep selling my soul for a pension. You know what I mean? And a lot of people did. I don't think I freaking had these pictures out today that I kept out separate because I wanted to show what war really is, and it's just about manufacturing, tools of death. And right outside off it, there was Lathrop gun, and but I never applied for. I did apply for a Raytheon, I think, and then I was like, dude, I can't work for a place that makes tools of destruction, man. Like, that is just a twisted world when so many resources are put, and they call it security. It's bullshit. No, security is not going to other fucking countries in the desert like they did in Iraq that I was a part of, and just freaking offing a bunch of people that were just woke up, and and then America decided we're gonna do a mass ritual, and today's the day that you're gonna die. Because we believe in the superb owl, and do all of our weird ritual shit. We're gonna get the rest of the, because we're a bunch of freaking junky cokeheads. A lot of this dementia and stuff is Alzheimer's. These different versions, weird kind, like that. all these famous people are having the same kind, you know? It's a fucking wet brain, dude. You know how they say alcohol kills your brain cells? It does, to the point where a lot of people that never stop end up pissing on themselves and shitting on themselves a lot. Thank God that is like the vice that I stopped, you know. It causes 7 different kinds of cancers, and look at all the people that can't stop but go around and say, "Well, I could if I feel like it." And I'm like, "Well, that's the funny part about it. It will forever tell you that you will never feel like quitting." And it grasps people. It gets a handle on people. It was my best friend, man. It replaced nature for me. It replaced a lot of things. Because I've never really been good with people. So, I go for the intangibles. And, it was my go-to for a long time. I went to a lot of meetings, and I listened to a lot of people share their stories, and I shared some of mine, but I share more of my stories on here. You know. Anyway, so tomorrow's the meeting with the mayor. So it's 7:12 right now. It would be over, and I would be home. I think I might go just to check it out, and maybe even do a live stream there. You know, keep me accountable. You know, if anybody don't want to be recorded, that's cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and record this because it'll help keep me in minding my own P's and Q's. Hi, hippie. Opium. So I think a lot more people are become civic minded. You know, you gotta show up at these meetings. Say your say, you know. I kind of feel like I'm being set up. there is a little percentage in me that sees the storyline that exists where, like, I'm gonna show up there and then all these people are gonna, like, throw stink bombs and shit at me. I am not that important. I am never ever that important ever. So I don't know. I know who the mayor is. I've been around him in, like, very in present company, especially last summer when I was working with that alley lady, and we were or I was helping her cater to the park, the concerts in the park and stuff. That's the thing, is they gotta let me have the safe haven here. When they want to bring people here, you know, what my argument is provide for the people at the bottom tier, you know. And hopefully my idea will be like travel centers for people, and they could have them in different, all over the place. You know, because people like to travel around. That's why my idea is cool, is because people aren't going to, like, post up there forever. You know, they could if they wanted to, you know, as long as they're contributing to the community, you know. When people and they're contributing to, you know, being self-supporting with the environment, you know, as long as that congruence continues to happen, you know. Everybody has their idea how they want to live in life, and I'm tired of freaking governments and freaking people with really bad ideas just freaking, you know, assigning people, like, okay, we're gonna give these basic bullshit, and then you have no choice but live like that. But give all the Torons the freedom to come here and, you know, be able to freaking $2,800 rents and shit like that. I mean, those are for, like, traveling nurses. And those are, like, dude, I freaking take care of my mom. I don't get money from the fucking state. I don't get money from nobody. I mean, no, that's not true. I have a earth angel. If it weren't for her, I mean, we live on less than $2,000 a month. And I'm just trying to take care of my mom, and society has not made it easier. Because they make more to put them. But if she went into an old folks home and it cost $4,000 a month, Social Security would be like, okay, we'll pay it. But it don't. I mean, it's just all greed. And New Mexico is the worst, man. I saw this. Um, I have a print I near posted. I just got a message from this from this girl, and I almost posted this picture of her today, cause like she was getting married, or she had her anniversary. Oh shit, she's been married 26 years, and like she was at my 16th birthday, and then she was at my, because I was friends with her in high school. Jana, I called her Yanya. So back when we were drinking, Mom don't want to hear about what I was drinking. Where is it? It's the old one. I think it's the one that has hipster. I've taken a lot of pictures. I'm a historian. I've been keeping track, huh, Mom?
Yes.
Like my whole life. I always thought that was a moose. It was an elk. I'm so ignorant. That's what life is about. Learning about what things are. When we were in Arizona, I saw a bunch of elk. And the lady was like, that's really weird. That's during the day. And they all usually come out at night. Let's see. Ma, you missed the talk this morning. Oh, here's my basic training in tech school. I was in the 322nd Training Squadron. See, I got all these pictures. Because who took pictures of fucking, I mean, this was back in 2000. Like, this is in Texas. There's Shipman. She's the chick I carried her bag during the warrior walk because she had blisters. And then, see, tech school for me was like college, and it was a lot of partying.
Oh, really?
So much partying. And then as time went on, it became, you gotta, if you became a liability, they started weeding people out. People that were gonna draw too much dishonor or whatever. I gotta find this. I'm gonna send it to her when I find it. That's funny. Mothers! What did I do with this? It's gonna drive me crazy. I found pictures of the cabin, Ma.
Really?
The Biscayne.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I found, what's funny? Is I found pictures of there's my bed in basic training. It sucked because I was right on the corner, and right around here when you go that way is the bathroom. So every time somebody would walk by, some chick would walk by in the middle of the night, to go to the bathroom, I'd wake up. It fucking sucks. So I never slept my whole entire life. I just don't get to sleep. So this is what war is about. So here we got the helicopters. Here's the hotel that the bros got to stay in. The sun, because, you know, it's all Jesuit rituals and shit. Is this it? I think I found it. This is like prom and shit. I think I found it. And then this is what war's about. Like, see, you can't really see it, but all these right here, all that, those are all Humvees. Those are all Hummers. And they were before they went public and then started shelling them on the streets. See, because they got to pay themselves to protect us and then create, you know, then we're the asshole, you know. But they get to drive armored vehicles and feel like men and they're doing something. Democracy, freedom, blah, all this bullshit. So, prom. That's what I wore to prom in 1992. I was pretty, avant-garde. Is that what it is? I wasn't in drama, but I hung out with the drama kids. I'm gonna have to find this picture and then send it to Yana. It's so funny because I was gonna post it, stop it, on her page as she was flipping me off. And I was like, this is the Yana that I remember, you know. Here's my first trip to San Francisco when I was 15. I've been going on adventures my whole life with increments of times and places of doing nothing for a lot of years.
That's really wrong.
Nah. I got so many stories. And there's so many people, you know, I'm just like, tell me about the stories of your life. And they just, I don't know. Tell me about all the remarkable things that you've done and all the wonderful places that you've been. You know? Tell me about all that. And they don't really have much to contribute. I'm getting warmer. Because she said, where's the pictures of Margie's diner that we took in San Luis Obispo at they framed one of them. I kept a lot of that shit. Anyway, so tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. Although the astrology is very favorable for like open communication and social activities and stuff for tomorrow evening. And I kind of wonder if like that's why they do that. If they're people that pay attention to this, you know, or if they do that and then they see how it works out. But I am glad to hear more and more people becoming socially minded, and I appreciate the mayor opening, you know, giving the opportunity to people come speak. And this is not my first meeting that I've been to of theirs. I participate local in the community, and I've talked about it here on my videos, and it's like if they're reaching out to the community, offering, you know, giving more opportunity for more people to do things that they want to do, I'm all for it, you know. And the story continues, but because things are getting crazy out there, and everybody knows how hard it's getting for people, you know. So I'm gonna go down to a dairy tomorrow too. I found a local dairy farm, or actually, I don't even have to go to the dairy farm. I could and go down and meet the cows and stuff like that. That actually, because Saturday and Sunday you can go visit the cows between 2 and 5. I looked it up. They sell the milk, the raw milk at the co-op. So There is a really nice knit community here in Taos. It's just breaking through, and the people that I'm supposed to find. It's just it's hard, and I go to a lot of different places at different times, just trying to find my same freak tribe. Uh, I'll keep taking the foot prayers. I'll keep doing the setting up for the notices, and then signing up for the notices, and then when things come up for me to participate in, I can go ahead and do that, and then talk about it here. Ain't gonna do me no good to freaking talk about building up the community without doing anything myself to do that. If I do that stuff, then I'm gonna go ahead and tell myself quite a bit. Well, if I can do it, how come more people can't? Because they legalized weed, made too many people lazy. We got free will. We don't make people lazy. People are already lazy. They're just looking for an outlet, an excuse to blame their lazy on. Huh, girl? She said that's a very true story. All right. Anyway, how you doing, Ma? You getting tired?
Yeah.
You getting tired? Yeah. It's been so trippy cold around here lately. Yeah. Trippy, weird cold. Like I left the windows open, but I didn't. Hey, mental pancakes. Anyway, I've been yammering long enough. The story continues. I wonder if Stony G's gonna post an update. Homeboy on the cargo ship. He's trying to smuggle himself to Australia. In a cargo ship. Fucking man. The things people do, it's like, are they raised with sense, and then they just like, or do they just never have any, and they're allowed to not? I don't know. People just living life on their terms, huh? As long as it doesn't step on anybody else's toes, I guess. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for